I eat guys like you for breakfast.
Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that. I got shot also. See that right there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother. I got shot 3 times.
But what I'm trying to say is that I knew that my life could have ended any given day, any given night, but it didn't happen.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If he hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
Your show, people are interested in your show. They look at you regardless. Remember I always said who was going to make it? You and him. You prospered exactly what I knew you were going to do.
Then I also think there was part of it where like that feeling that you had after watching that show, like the second it ended and it went to black, and that panic was like, that's what Tony had to deal with every single day.
In the Soprano family, we welcomed everyone, no matter what you did, even if you had one line or one word.
You know, and Lucky Luciano's buried like behind my house in the cemetery.
Nah, bro, you already successful because you overcame a lot of obstacles in life, my brother. Because me and you, we could have easily been back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? When times got hard, fuck no. Because guess what? Upstate, they leave the lights on for you. You feel me?
Streets, that's how I know him. The lime is green. I still ain't seen no green. The color of his color green. You know what I'm saying? This is my dude, FBS, all day. Don't get it fucked up, twisted. Nothing fake about it.
You're the king of Mark 2, so let them keep on coming at you. The more they hate you, the more successful you're gonna be.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Yizzo, 16 people, 15 now. 15 people, yeah. That makes sense. That happens often. 15 fucking people. What do you have to say to that, guys? 16 people, yeah, right. Fuck out of here. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for something. Wait a minute. Bear with me, guys. 16 people. Let me see what we got. I'm just looking for. Oh, there it is. Hold on. All right. 22 people. Ball, you want to hop on tonight? Yeah, because I got something we got to do. Plus, you said you have a pizza wrap. You drop the link, see if he wants to. I'm hungry. Somebody want to come cook for me? I'm fucking starving. What do you want to make me? And a year's owed to you too. What's up, Bobby? Kamara. I shouted these out earlier. They put them on the wrong show. Thank you, Kellyanne. Oh, all right. That was from earlier. Thank you, Kamara. Thank you very much. Sally, $5. I'll catch a replay. Match me. Yeah, match her, guys. Thank you. So we got Kamara, Kellyanne, Sally, Jesse Roth, Saxon, Tony B, Taftwood, Balla, Michael Hensley. We love you too. And that's it. This is, guys, be honest. How do you see this being possible? You tell me it's not the algorithm. Go ahead and try to tell me it's not the algorithm. 26 fucking people. Let me see how it goes, guys. If we don't get many more people, I'm gonna shut it down, and I'm just gonna do what I've been saying. I'm gonna do, for days. I've been saying that I'm gonna fucking delete a bunch of shows and get rid of a bunch of music and stuff. I'm gonna see if we get a decent amount of people. If not, I'm just gonna go do that because I'll never do it if I don't. It's gonna have to be at night when I got nothing else going on. Otherwise, Joey Dimes, $5 for Say My Name. Thank you very much, Joey. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Is he really? Oh, great. What's up, Gordo?
Hey, FPS.
That's a hilarious avatar, bro.
How you doing, homie?
Unbelievably offensive.
Hey, it's okay, FPS. I'm half Latin. It's okay.
Good.
I got a rap for you.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, now I'm not so good at rap like Balla, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm learning. So here goes.
All right.
Okay.
Fucking accent.
My name is Gordo. No, not Porto. Used to chill. Used to chill in my lowrider in Santa Ana. My favorite artist, Barry Manilow, Copacabana. Then one day, FPS took me home. He said, Gordo, you do what I say. I say, okay. He say, make me a tortilla. I say, okay. He said, clean my car. I say, okay. Then one day he put me in the closet and left me here to stay. I sit, not doing shit, until the door opened and it was FPS. I was so happy. He said, you're going back to Mexico. I say, I want Cocorico. He say, no. The end.
Holy shit. Wow, bro. What can I say? Well, I didn't know you did character rap. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, see, what up?
I didn't know either.
Oh, my God. Holy shit. This show is getting deleted so fucking fast. Well, in Trump's world, though, we could do that, right? I mean, in Trump's world, yeah. You can do anything, especially if it's an insult to Mexicans. And
yeah. If it's offensive, then it's great in Trump's world.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro! I want to play something now. I know the audience is somewhat bored with it because I played it a million times. But you said you never saw Nick Romano, correct?
No.
Okay, so you have to see this then. Wait, FPS your closet has seen a lot of action over the years. Yeah. Oh yeah, certainly. Apparently.
The first I saw of him was in your last show when you were playing that tow truck clip.
Oh. But you didn't really see him in that, do you?
No. But that's the first, I really heard him and saw what kind of a dick he is.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Barbarian said you ain't right for that.
Bobby, I haven't been right for a long time.
Yeah. Check this out.
I'm not answering the door. I got a lot to say, but, That would
I want to hear your reaction when you see his face.
accomplish nothing if we're not going to talk. We're going to scream or we're going to talk.
No, I have the cops at my door. Somebody called the cops on me, so I'm about to go to jail.
Oh. Well,
I know right now he looks like an ear, but there's more to it.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is that?
So what the fuck? Nick Romano's an ear?
Wife you're talking about like you do all the time.
There he is. Look at it.
That's him?
Yeah.
Wow, not what I thought he would look like at all.
Oh, it gets better. What?
And I was sitting right there when she talked to you before. She didn't lie to you. And you're talking about a mother of children.
I got the cops at my door. I'm about to be arrested if I probably.
Tell me this isn't the funniest conversation you ever heard, bro. Now he's about to go talk to the cops at the door. Watch this.
We don't open it. They're banging on my door.
I'll hold.
First of all, this douchebag, Nick tells him, I got the cops at my door. I'm about to go to jail. And the guy says, I'll hold.
I'll hold.
I got the cops at my door. I'm about to be arrested if I probably don't open it. They're banging on my door.
Hey, he looks like a heroin addict.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not answering the door, sir. Yeah, I'll be nice to the people. You know what they did? I went outside. I said, do you live here? She told me to go fuck myself and to get away from her. So that was it. I won't say another word to them, officers. I apologize for wasting your time.
Oh, man.
No problem. I have no problem at all. I apologize. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Excuse me? No. Take care. Have a nice night. Have a good night, gentlemen. Guys asking me my name and my phone number. All right, I bailed my way out of that. What do you got to say, steroid head?
I bailed my way out of that. The fucking guy just tells the police I ain't opening the door.
FBS, from what I've already seen, he kills pizza.
Oh my god, yeah, he's gold compared to pizza.
Yeah.
Fucking Michael Hensley said Nick Romano a dick with ears. Oh shit, no, just a dick. Yeah, Nick's got the loudest mouth ever. LOL, he does. All right, here we go.
You know, that's like the biggest form of flattery you could give me, man. Because all of that is just hard work and
I
muscle.
got an idea. How about you put your face up?
None of your fucking business,
Go
asshole.
fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You're gonna come.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. I eat guys like you for breakfast.
Oh shit.
Wait till you hear it the second time, though. Look at his face the second time he says it.
Oh my god.
That is just
I got an idea. How about you put your face up?
None of your fucking business,
Go
asshole.
fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You're gonna come.
All right, here we go. Here's the big moment.
You know, if I'm trying to talk to you like
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
With the two teeth missing on the bottom. Look, let's see if I can
Yo,
I gotta get
a script this better.
Wait, look.
Oh my god. Oh, this guy's a nut.
Look at his face right now. Can you see it? You can see it, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, here we go. Matter of fact, wait a minute.
Like you for breakfast.
you
Let
fucking
me
like the
rewind.
biggest form of flattery you could give me, man. Because all of that is just hard work and
I
muscle.
got an idea. How about you put your face up?
None of your fucking business,
Go
asshole.
fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You're gonna cut me off. I'm trying to talk to you like
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
you fucking wish. You wish Teresa would
Number
fucking house
3.
your ass.
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You're a joke, dude.
Get that fucking fake steroid head off my fucking panel before I fuck his mother.
Now you know where that sample comes from. That little soundbite. Look,
It's
check it
all
out.
coming together.
Yep.
Get that fucking fake steroid head off my fucking panel before I fuck his mother. And his whole fucking family. You fuck.
I got look.
Oh shit.
The nostrils and the mouth. Holy
Oh
shit.
man.
Yeah, I had to turn it off because he's about to drop the F word.
Oh.
And I don't mean fuck.
Oh.
How about that? Look at that fucking face.
Wow. He is wild, bro.
Imagine his mother looks at that and says, "Yeah, I'll give you 10 grand for bail."
She gave him 10 grand.
She bailed him out $10,000. The hearing's tomorrow to see if he jumped bail. He jumped bail. He didn't show up for his hearing. So tomorrow they're going to find out whether or not she gets her money back. They had to come looking for him. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I should just leave that on the screen the entire time we do the show. Like everybody's cracking up and it really doesn't get old. I mean, yeah, Ham Sam, he's still in jail. Nick is definitely a top rack guy in jail. Yeah. Nick had his moments. He had some funny moments. He did. We were talking about him earlier. Bobby Barbarian. Chris Archil eats cocks for breakfast. Oh shit! This keeps happening to me. I'm not tired till I turn the show on, and then I'm ready to fucking pass out. It's like I'm showing up to work and I'm clocking in, and then it's like, oh,
that's how it goes.
God, yeah. Wait! Don't turn it off. I just tuned in right now. I saw this. All right, I'll play it again for you. Look at that bottom gap. It's priceless. Can he be released tomorrow? No. This is just a bond for. That's the thing, OC. That's so crazy. Is this isn't even one of his court dates. This is simply a bond forfeiture hearing where they're going to decide if his mother gets his money back. There's no way. It's not a bail hearing. It's not a preliminary. It's not a pretrial. It's not anything. So nothing's going to happen with his case tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know when his next court date is for his case, but we'll find out soon. OC, that would be wild if he does get out. Yeah, tomorrow they might, after that hearing, they might post the next court date for his actual case. I'm feel bad for anyone in Cellar Pub.
FBS
for Godfrey voice. Yeah, what's up?
Do you get extra time if you jump bail like that?
I don't know if you get extra time. They could hold it against you, but what it'll do is it'll affect any time you get charged for anything in life. Then they'll look and see, has he ever jumped bail?
Oh, okay.
And they'll base your bail amount on that. You know what I mean? They might say, well, say you run and it takes them 3 months to catch you might never get bail again. You might get caught for shoplifting and they say no bail because you run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just the fact that he didn't turn himself in. Look, Jesse said he jumped bail but got arrested 2 times in 3 days. Yeah. Just for that. I mean, it's a bad thing. You never want to do that because then, especially if you're Nick, a guy who's going to constantly be in trouble with the law. Then the judges will be like, okay, well, this is a minor crime, but I'm going to give you $100,000 bail. You know what I mean? So you can't get out. Or they can do it too. They can absolutely do it. I told you, I got a friend right now who's locked up for attempted homicide, but the original reason he was locked up, like they charged him for the attempted homicide while he was in jail. It was from what they say was a shooting, months before he even went to jail. But the original charges, he sold Oxy. They got him on 3 controlled buys selling Oxy, and they gave him $150,000 bail just for the Oxy. $150,000, bro.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So once the attempted homicide charge, I don't know if he has any bail now or whatever it is, but his family can't get him out on 150 G's anyway. You know what I mean? So it's already too high. That's what they'll do. You know what I mean? If they want to keep you in there, they'll just make it impossible for you to get out. Do some jumping jacks. Let me read comments and then I'll play it again. They just use it for bail. Yeah. She posted 10 grand, or was it the 10% to the bondsman? Can you lose the 10% anyhow? Less she put out prop. He said she put out the 10 grand in cash and he had a receipt for it. So yeah, he will probably get a ridiculous bail or not even go or not even get one next round. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's why you never want to do that. I never anytime I've been on bail a lot in my life and I've never missed a hearing, you know what I mean? Or any court date, because then, listen, my whole life I showed up. My last felony case, they gave me $5,000 unsecured bail, meaning that I got to walk right out of there without putting up a dime. But if I wouldn't have showed up to my court dates, I would have owed them $5,000 when they, you know what I mean? I would have, and
I see.
It would have been a part of like fines and costs type of thing. You wouldn't be able to get off probation until you pay it. You have to pay it. It's not one of those things you can get away with in life. So that goes to show you, if you got a good record when it comes to, showing up for your court dates, that, you might get ROR, like release from recognizance, or you might get an unsecured bail amount. So you could just walk out. And you just got to make sure you show up to court, So that's, it's like credit to me. It's like having good credit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I
like,
didn't realize there was so much involved in it.
oh yeah, they'll look back through your history and they'll say, well, on so and so date he was on bail for this or that, and uh, he skipped his court dates. It took us a month to finally get him, and we had to arrest him. He didn't turn himself in. All that shit, and they'll hold all that against you. Yeah. No, jumping bail isn't a new case in itself, but what it will do is put a flag on you. In Cali, they call it rabbit, means you're a runner. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah. I thought she put up 1,010%, but I don't know the case. I was told he had a receipt for the 10 G's, but you might be right, Archella. I don't know. Taft would, and in certain states, it can automatically give you the max sentence for your original charges. Plus, nobody will want to bond you out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true, too. Yeah. That's what the original question was that Baller asked is, can that, didn't you, what did you ask for? What can it increase his sentence, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to hold it against you, they can hold anything against you and give you a longer sentence. Absolutely. Plus, your probation could be stricter because it's like, okay, he doesn't show up to fucking court dates. You know what I mean? Like anything you do in the court system, especially the criminal court system, can affect you for life. And any other time you get in trouble after that, it could, you know what I mean? It could come back to haunt you. Or even in that very case, what you did in the beginning of the case can hurt you in the end. That's why these douchebags that show up to court in jeans and a white t-shirt and they talk like a fucking moron to the judge using slang and calling the judge bro and shit like that. Yeah, you're gonna get the book thrown at you. You know what I mean?
I seen it in traffic court. I've been to traffic court. And I noticed that what you just said, some people in there were dressed like fucking morons and like house slippers and shit, and like talking. They were like so disrespectful to the judge too.
Yeah, they don't know how to act. Some people, that's what they'll say. Like they don't know how to act. You know what I mean?
I had a fucking tie on.
you know that every public defender's office in America has a room full of fucking suits and dresses and shit like that. Because they know their idiot fucking clients are going to show up to court in fucking, jeans and a t-shirt or something. So they'll actually have it there for them. Like if you don't have a suit, I'll give you a suit. You know what I mean? You could use it for the day. So you look presentable. Same thing with women. I got dresses for you in all sizes, whatever you need. And that's what they'll do in a lot of public defenders' offices. Yeah. That's why you got no excuse. It's like, even if you're dirt fucking poor, we're going to give you the suit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
The day, yeah. So, pity dog the bounty hunter didn't show up on his door while he was live. Yeah, could you imagine? That would be funny. He's as crazy as Nick Romano. He said the full 10K. Yeah, that's what I thought, Chichi. Yeah. When I caught my case in North Dakota, I went on the run back to Cali. I read something. Made me think I was pretty much pleading guilty to the charges and getting the max, which was 35 years. I was like, fuck.
Shit.
I would run too in 35 years. I heard his cellmate got shot trying to get over the wall, trying to get away from him. Nick's cellmate? I wouldn't be surprised. It would be worth getting shot to get away from him. I ended up getting caught. I didn't get any more time. That's good.
This Romano guy, he must have been in and out of jail his whole life.
Well, that's a funny thing, man. He doesn't have much of a record. It's very weird. He did some time as a teenager in like juvenile detention type of places, but as an adult, he doesn't have much of a record. But he told me he got a lot of shit taken off of it. But I'll tell you the truth, he didn't tell me he did any time when I talked to him. He just said he had some bullshit on his record he had to get rid of so he could get this the God card. I'm an active God. That's what he calls it. That's how he says active guard. I'm an active God. Yeah.
I'm from Southie.
Yeah, I only addressed the judge. Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Yeah, smart. My first case, I was 20 years old. You know what I mean? I went to court for felony possession with intent to deliver, and I was slouched in my chair, and I wasn't being exactly polite, and my lawyer fucking went berserk on me after the hearing.
Wow.
He was like, from now on, you sit up straight in your chair, you be respectful to the judge, you answer yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor, like he just said. And I never made that mistake again. You know what I mean? Because that was a preliminary where the judge might have thrown it out. You know, at the preliminary is when they decide if the case is going forward or not. Like the judge will go over the evidence, witnesses might testify, stuff like that, and then they'll decide if it's going forward. They could throw the charges out right there. But the way I, acted in court that day, my case wasn't getting thrown out. You know what I mean? The judge was definitely gonna, advance my case to a higher court or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, because it goes from the district court to the the county or state court.
You were what, 20 then?
Yeah, I was 20. Yeah,
Man,
my
young.
first felony. Yeah, I think I was 19 when I committed the crime, but by the time I went to court, I was 20. It took them 9 or 10 months to pick me up on it because it was an ongoing investigation. And always a sharp dressed man walking into the courtroom. Fucking right. Yes, sir. Yep. You got to be dressed nice. My lawyer said, don't say anything. That's a good choice. Well, in court, though, you kind of have to. Chris Archilli, he told the cops he was an active security guard. Anyone can be a security guard. Take the 5-hour course. Nick acted like it was an FBI credential. Yeah, he did. My mom worked at the courthouse for 20 years or so in the courtroom, so she laced me up how to present yourself in court. Yeah, you got to know. You got to know. All right, let's play this again real quick.
Fucking. I'm not answering the door.
I got a lot to say, but that would accomplish nothing if we're not going to talk. We're going to scream or we're going to talk.
No, I have the cops at my door. Somebody called the cops on me, so I'm about to go to jail.
Oh.
Nice and calm.
Well, I just want you to know that's my wife you're talking about, like you do all the time.
Yeah.
And I was sitting right there when she talked to you before. She didn't lie to you. And you're talking about a mother of children.
I got the cops.
Here's the thing, bro. You can ask the chat. I mean, they can respond right now to what I'm saying. He did not look like that when he started. I mean, he still had the missing teeth, but he looked he looked somewhat healthy when he started out on here.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if the way he deteriorated in his short time on here, which was probably a total of like 6 months.
Damn.
It's unbelievable, man.
Lie to you. And you're talking about a mother of children.
I got the cops.
Maybe 8 months. I don't know.
At my door. I'm about
Who's
to
this
be
guy
arrested
he's talking
if I
to?
probably.
That's this chick, Teresa, the baby Marie. That's her husband. Nick was disrespecting the shit out of Teresa, so her husband jumped on.
Oh.
Don't open it. They're banging on my door.
I'll hold.
I'm not answering the door, sir. Yeah, I'll be nice to the people. You know what they did? I went outside. I said, do you live here? She told me to go fuck myself and to get away from her.
But just like we said about the tow truck driver earlier, why were you asking her anything? At this point, I believe he's in a motel right here.
Yeah.
So what the fuck you asking somebody? You know what I mean? Like, she's a guest at the hotel, just like you, I'm assuming. Like, he's one of those guys. That's why I say I call him Nick George Zimmerman Romano. You know what I mean? He's fucking. He wants to be the neighborhood cop.
Well, he's an instigator.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was it. I won't say another word to them, officers. I apologize for wasting your time.
No surprise that he wanted to be a security guard, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He wants to be in charge of everything. He wants to be able to boss people around and talk shit to them, and have some sort of authority over them.
Absolutely, you're right.
Maybe he's practicing for his first God job.
No problem. I have no problem at all. I apologize. You guys have a Merry Christmas.
Wait a minute, why does pizza show up when I do that? You see that?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
What the fuck is this? Why does he show up there like that?
I don't know.
I don't either. Anyway.
Excuse me? No. Take care. Have a nice night. Have a good night, gentlemen. Guys asking me my name and my phone number. All right, I bailed my way out of that. What do you got to say, steroid head?
All right.
That's like the biggest form of flattery you could give me, man. Because all of that is just hard work and
I
muscle.
got an idea. How about you put your face up?
It's none of your fucking business, head.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt. I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You're going to cut me off? I'm trying to talk to you like...
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
You fucking wish. You wish Teresa would fucking house your ass.
I eat guys like you for breakfast.
He puts his face right in the fucking phone, like the guys like there's any chance of the guy not hearing him if he stands back a little bit.
A joke, dude.
Get that fucking fake steroid head off my fucking panel before I fuck his mother.
Holy shit. That is fucking gold.
Oh, it's so great, man. Man, that's a trip. Funny as fuck. Let me see. Let me read some comments. Anybody want to donate on this show? 53 people. Let me see. What was on that panel? Who's that on the panel with Nate? Yeah, that was Teresa's husband. I don't know if you, Chris Archella, if you're aware of who Teresa the baby Marie is, but she's been around since the fucking beginning. She's a troublemaker. He was shook about going to jail. You could tell, always nervous about the cops. Yeah, definitely. That's why he wouldn't go outside.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He was afraid. I think he said 8 months. 8 months what? I don't know. He said officers. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great name for him. He was eating the reefer edibles around the clock. Probably. Chris Archilla, did you hear the story? How he called the cops? His car was stolen, and then a neighbor told him. He walked out. The car left it running down the street. Wait, what? How he called the cops? His car was stolen. Then a neighbor told him he walked out. Car left it running down the street. Nick forgot he walked out. His car went to sleep. So you're telling me he parked his car down the street. He got out. He went home. He went to sleep. He woke up and he couldn't find his car. Right? So he reported it stolen. Wow. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't know about that. Taftwood said this is great. Mod D, good morning, good evening, everyone. Taftwood, new member. Thank you, Taftwood. I really truly do appreciate you becoming a new member, even if you are a Trump supporter. How you like me now?
Taftwood.
Cheat. They're still laughing like it's still happening. Look at this. Oh yeah. So that's what it was. Listen, I'm not surprised. He's got to be high as a kite at all times. That's all I can say.
Gotta be.
When they talk about, like the thing I don't get about the DUI thing is that it got dropped. How the fuck could they have taken his blood and not found anything in it? And it hasn't been reinstated from what I could tell. So it's not like, they just had to wait to get his blood back. Hold on. Or his blood results, blood test, you know what I'm saying. That was his upstairs neighbor? For real? The fuck? Jesus. Never saw that guy before. Unbelievable. Yeah, he got a DUI basically, bro, right? And then he got arrested. And then he comes on live after, everything was over, and he tells people that the case is going to get thrown out because there was nothing in his blood. But you can't get your blood test results that quickly usually. You know what I mean? So everybody was like, yeah, right. As soon as they get the blood results, he's going to fucking, be locked up. And then the case got dropped. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it has to, in Arizona, take place in a certain time period. If the blood test results weren't back, then, maybe they drop it, but without prejudice, so they can open it back up if they get the blood test results and it shows he has drugs in his system. But it's been like a couple of months now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this would be like 2 months, I think, since he had it. So since he got the DUI. So
I can't see anyone in the court system letting him go on anything.
Yeah, you would think not.
Yeah.
He kept letting him out, though. It was crazy. Where's the farm animal quote? What's that? He said they had the results that night. Yeah, which didn't make sense. Yeah. Isaac FTZ, $9.99. What it do? What it is? Thank you, Isaac FTZ. Good to see you. I appreciate the super chat, my friend. What it do? Baller, who is that? Pick of. Oh, yeah, who is that pick of? Baller?
Oh, that's my uncle.
Oh, that's your Uncle Gordo?
No, that's just a random pick.
A disappearing DUI case. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how that's possible. I mean, we have videos of the guy doing drugs. You know what I mean? Like we got a video of him where it appears he's smoking either crack or crystal meth.
Oh, I believe both.
Hold on a sec, bro. Hold on. Give me.
Hey guys, it's Gordo. Did you guys like my raps?
All right, here I am. Just fucking guys.
Oh.
No, I had to give you the screen all to yourself again. Here, I'm gonna do it again.
Hey, you guys think you like this pic of me? You think it's good? You think it's flattering?
It's fucking crazy. Oh my god. I think it's Hector in that pic. Oh, the guy that I don't know. You know who Hector is?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that was
I know.
Pizza's boyfriend.
Yeah, apparently. Well, that's what they say, yeah.
Yeah.
To think this guy chose to tank his life seemed pretty normal before mob to not even 1 year he is locked up. Well, that's the thing, Ham Sammy 90. Like, he didn't have a job. I don't think he had any of his own income. He couldn't have, right? Unless you never know. Like, you got to remember, anybody could be a drug dealer. He might have been hustling out there. We don't know. He might have been doing some shit with I mean, he got those theft charges. Maybe the guy deals in stolen property, steals shit, brings it to pawn shops. Who knows? But
True.
as far as we knew, there was no income, right? So, like, he spends every day on YouTube. Like, literally, like, bro, he'd be on YouTube till like 3 a.m. He'd say, I'm going to go to bed. And then he would fucking be back on at 8 a.m. and be like, yeah, I just woke up.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, and he would just be on YouTube all day. And it was quite obvious that his mother, like, I did some research and I'm telling you, like, his mother paid his way through life. Like, what I found out was the reason he moved to Florida is because his mother moved to Florida.
Wow.
Then
So he lived with his mother?
Yeah. And then he moved
Wow.
to Arizona because his mother moved to Arizona. So in other words, wherever
Yeah.
she goes, he has to be because she's paying for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then what's weird is his apartment. You can look up the property, not the apartment, the property that the fucking, like, in other words, the apartment building itself. And it's in his mother's name. And I think what's either maybe a brother or uncle's name. Okay.
Really?
The property itself. So that led me to believe that his mother owned the building. And now I don't think so because it appears to be, a pretty big complex. And I think,
Yeah.
I think it's honestly subsidized living for people with, disabilities and stuff, honestly.
That sounds more, like
Yeah,
it.
because there's like, it seemed like everybody was talking about in the building had something, some sort of autism or something wrong with them. You know what I mean? His his roommate was deaf. And that's not somebody he knew, I don't think. I think that's somebody he was placed in the apartment with.
Oh, that poor
You know
bastard.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, that's who he stole the shit from, apparently, that he got charged.
Oh.
But that's what I found, guys. I'm telling you, like, all that shit about he left Staten Island because of warrants. No, he did have warrants, but his mother went to Fort Lauderdale, so he went to Fort Lauderdale, and then the same time she moved to Arizona, he moved to Arizona. So that's why I was always saying on here that, I didn't get too much into details, but what I was saying is that he lives off of his mother because he lives off of his mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that's exactly what I found. You know what I mean? And it appears that if it's maybe it's just the apartment that's in her name, but still that would lead you to believe she's paying for it. There's no way he could be paying rent there. And unless, again, it's government subsidized. Maybe it's on a, it might be some sort of income-based housing. You know what I mean? Something like that, based on your income. Who knows?
Maybe he's got some mental disabilities or something.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. He probably got this. His parents were probably just paying or collecting disability checks when he was 5 years old, and then what happens with that is the parents collect them until they're 18. And then once you turn 18, you get them for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? All you got to do is prove is something's fucked up with you when you're a kid. Like, listen, I know a brother and a sister who, when they were kids, their parents told them to get hit by a car.
What?
I swear to God, this is no bullshit. And they ran out in front of a car on Princess Street. They both got hit by a car, and I forget what was wrong with the girl. The boy, something got fucked up with his eye. He went blind. He was blinded in one eye or something like that from, I don't know, hitting his head or some shit. And they both get disability checks to this day, and they're in their fucking late 40s now.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, they told me the story that their parents told them to get hit by a car, and that's not an uncommon thing. Like, especially like in the hood. You know what I mean? You're there's a scene, and I think it's Nurse Jackie, where
I love that show.
Yeah, this woman kept bringing her baby. I think it was a boy, into the, or I don't know if he was a baby. I forget how old he was at the time. She kept bringing her kid in and saying, this is wrong with him. That's wrong with him. This is, and
I remember.
some of the
Yeah.
doctors were like, you're a hypochondriac. There's nothing wrong with him. And then Jackie was like, no, you don't understand. She wants us to diagnose him with something so she can collect disability checks for him. This is what, you know what I mean? Like that's what he said. And it is kind of common practice. It really is.
I could see that. Yeah.
Now, in Nick's
Totally
case,
see
I
that.
think chances are he's just, he probably had major learning disabilities or ADHD. You got to remember, in the 70s is when they started labeling every kid who had any type of behavioral issue with ADHD. Every fucking kid.
Is
You know
that
what
a
I mean?
fact? Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were just, I don't mean literally, but I mean it was so common that if you brought your kid to the doctor, they did it with my brother. You know what I mean? In the 70s, if you brought your kid to the doctor and he had behavioral issues, like he couldn't sit still, he was, couldn't focus in class, he was getting in trouble, he was always in fights, ADHD. That's what they would label him with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I wouldn't doubt if he got labeled with that and maybe was getting disability checks. His parents were collecting checks for him or something, I knew a kid from East New York. I was friends with him. We're still kind of friends, but I haven't seen him in like a decade. Same thing with him. When he was very young, he got diagnosed with some behavioral issue. His parents collected his checks until he was 18, and then he was getting them, and that's how he would pay his rent. He'd get little apartments and stuff.
You're bringing something up. I had a friend that was he moved back to New York, but he was like 15 years younger than me. But when he was a kid in New York, he got some kind of a cancer from like the lead in the paint in the building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And his mom like filed a lawsuit or whatever, and he wound up getting the money from that lawsuit from when he was a kid, like 12. He was like 12. He got it when he was 29. You know how much money he got?
A lot.
He got like 80 grand.
Yeah.
And they sent him 2 direct deposits. He showed me the first one was 40 grand. I said, holy shit. And he blew all that, but that's another story. But but yeah. No, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, so that's what I assume with Nick. I assume when he was a little kid. I'm not saying they purposely got him diagnosed with something, or I was talking about how that happens. You know what I mean? And but just as an example of how somebody could collect disability forever when they're diagnosed with something as a kid, and I think that's probably what's happening with Nick, and he's probably in some sort of government subsidized or income based housing, and his income is his disability checks or something like that. You know what I mean? So you might be paying $200 a month, and the rent might be $800, but the government pays the other $600.
Yeah, that's like Section 8, right?
Yeah, you're kind of sort of.
Yeah. Isn't that what?
Well, they have
does?
it. Yeah, that is technically Section 8, but they also have it for like old people and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think it's technically considered welfare. It's just income based housing. But but Section 8 kind of works the same. Like I knew a chick in the projects. They built these projects in York City that looked like beautiful condominiums. Now they look like they've been fucking hit by a bomb.
Oh shit!
That's what always happens to the project. That's why they started building, like in New York. The projects used to be regular, like housing. They started building the buildings as tall brick skyscrapers because they would destroy their own buildings.
Yeah.
The people in the buildings, you know what I mean? They would like I had an uncle who was he used to do the windows in those buildings.
Really?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what he told me about some of the shit that went on in those buildings.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Like people piss in the hallways of the building
bro.
they live in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All types of crazy shit.
When I was a kid in New York, a friend of mine lived in was it the Marcy projects?
Yeah.
And that's was my first time like in a project building, because I didn't grow up in the projects. We were in like a regular neighborhood in Brooklyn, but I remember going in there and us going in the elevator, and it was just filled with piss, bro.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Love you, baby. Yeah,
it was rough, man.
That's how it is, bro. But anyway, the whole point of me veering off into that whole thing is that's how I assume that's what I assume Nick's only income probably is, and because of it, like I said, he might get a disability check. Say he gets even $600-700 a month or something. If his fucking rent is $200, you know, or
Yeah.
something like that, you know, because it's income based or it's some sort of like Section 8 type housing. And then his mother pays for everything else. What does he need? You know, he would come on here, he'd make a few dollars in the beginning. Like a lot of the people who donate to me were donating to him. So he was actually making some money on YouTube.
Wow.
You know, but I don't know. I mean, he always, everything I found when I did like a deep dive on this dude is that he went wherever his mother went because he lived with his mother or his mother paid his bills. You know what I mean? Like him and his mother shared addresses right into his 40s. Okay. So that means he was living with her. Yeah. So
he's been living with her his whole life. His whole
probably,
life. Yeah.
And everybody who knew him from Staten Island, that, you know, anybody who knew him that came on, you know, YouTube and talked about him said that, or talked to a YouTuber about him said that he came from a pretty well-to-do family. Like you know what I mean? That they had money. So I think Tony B knows he's in here. Let me see. For the record, I had a choice to stick a different Republican. Oh, wait a minute. For the record, if I had a choice to stick a different Republican in there, I pulled Trump out in a heartbeat. I came from an area in Cali where oil fields is the only thing for a man to do. Dems are against oil production. That's the main reason behind my Republican views. Well, we could get into that, but I mean, it's not so much. I mean, I don't know.
To me,
Democrats want clean energy and renewable energy and all this stuff like that. And there's for good reason, because oil companies control fucking everything. And we don't want to be slaves to oil companies. You know what I mean? It's a horrible thing that the Republicans are constantly pushing. They do this for profit. They do this because the oil company. You think Donald Trump gives a flying fuck how much oil we find or how much oil we produce? It's the oil. He went to a meeting of oil company executives like 6 months ago, something like that, and said, if you give me $1 billion, I will do whatever you want me to do if I win the election. Whatever. So that's what Republicans, their pockets are lined by oil companies.
Absolutely.
So that's why they promote oil so much and they want so much drilling going on and all that shit. Whether anybody wants, well, let me get off this. I don't want to talk about this shit.
Hey, FPS, I know you don't want to talk about politics, but I got to bring this up. You know that Elon Musk is aligned with this right-wing group called AfD in Germany.
Yeah, in Germany.
Yeah, and you know their views are like anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim.
They're Holocaust deniers and everything.
Yeah. And he just did a YouTube interview with the leader of them for like 2 hours on this interview, and they also still practice all the same Nazi slogans and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on.
He's a bad guy. He's
not a good guy.
I'm trying not to talk politics, but I will show this. If
I know.
Look, take a look at this.
Oh yeah, bro. Exactly.
See, so
I can't stand these people saying, "Oh, it wasn't a salute." What the hell else? What was it?
Yeah, I know. If a Democrat had done it, he'd be a full-blown Nazi in their eyes. But you know, it's bullshit. Anyway,
I say this: do that salute yourself, and tell me that it's not something like you have to like actually do a gesture, you know. And he did it twice.
Yeah, he did it twice back to back.
Exactly.
So yeah. Against oil production. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I understand if that's, you know, that's kind of like what, you know, the coal workers, they wanted them because he said he'd save coal. Meanwhile, you can't save coal. But it's like these small towns and stuff where coal mining is, that's the only jobs. That's what men in these families have done for generations, you know, but it's not, you know, it's kind of an obsolete thing, you know. I don't know. Chi-Chi, he said he moved to Arizona to take care of his mom, but she lives with the brother and they don't get along at all. Yeah. It's not, this is like when, who says, there's certain people on here. I don't know. Every now and then you find somebody who says that they're taking care of somebody. And when you really look into the situation, you find out, no, they're being taken care of.
Yeah,
you know
that is
it's
true.
Like, yeah. It's like in the beginning of this whole thing, they were trying to say that I live with my mom. You know, no matter how much proof there was that this is Shanna's house that
Yeah.
Shanna bought in 2011, because my mom's here, they would say I live with my mom. But no, it's not my mom taking care of me. It's me taking care of my mom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's why she lives with us, because, you know, she needs
Yeah.
help. So anyway, yeah, Taftwood, you're going to get me started on the politics. Cut it out.
Chi, get the yayo.
That's for good reason, Taftwood. That's for good reason. That's how they fund their campaigns and every fucking thing else. Oil companies. Robert B. Hey, I can't stay, but FBS on last night's show, I left a comment with a couple of pictures. Pizza posted. Wait a minute. You left a comment with a couple of pictures. How do you do that?
I don't know, but he went crazy on his comments about talking about me.
But how do you put pictures in a comment? You could do that on Facebook. You can't do that on here.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know what he's talking about. No, FBS or BTF, it's Biggie Tolls. Oh, you talking about Balla here? Biggie Tolls, that's not bad.
I like that. Jesse.
Let me see. He had a roommate Payne, I think. A little light in the loafers, maybe. Pick 3, go look at his dirty black legs. I don't know where these pictures are, Robert. I'm very confused. Yeah, I don't know. Chris, what does light in the loafers mean? Oh, it means gay.
Bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, son, go play in traffic. Yeah, it's a sad thing, you know. Some people have kids though for a check. I mean, some people really do.
Yeah,
I worked at this catering company with this woman, Jessie. She's a sweetheart of a woman. And she told me about her daughter one time, because her daughter had just had another kid, and she had several already, and she was pretty young, and she was making, $8 an hour.
Damn.
And, I said, I was talking to Jessie about it, and she said, well, I told her, keep having them babies, girl, keep having them babies. And I said, why? And she said, well, the more babies, the more money.
Yeah, right.
And I said, wow.
Welfare.
So you're telling me, wow, we're bringing children. This is why, for all the fucking fucktards who have a problem with abortion. Yeah, this is why you got fucking millions of women who do this shit. They have fucking baby after baby, so they can you get a bigger check from the government. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, let's bring unwanted children into this world. That's always a good thing to do. That's what we want. We don't want homeless children running around, sick children that are being abused and starved. That's what we want. Good idea. They told me I had ADD. Then, like 5 years later, they said I had ADHD. Yeah, they just upped it a little bit. They added an extra letter.
Yeah.
They said you already had attention deficit disorder. We're going to throw hyperactivity in there too. They're so full of shit, bro. That's what they do now. I'm convinced that's what they do now with autism. Oh my God! If a kid is even a little quirky, he has autism.
Yeah, and you know what? In the 1950s, was it like that? Probably not. No, you were just weird or a little different.
Fuck the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Now it's, every fucking kid. If you can't sit still, you have autism. If you make funny hand gestures, you have autism. If you can't stay focused on anything too long, you have autism. If you know what I mean? If you look down too much, you have autism. if you rub your skin a lot, you have autism. If, you know what I mean? No matter what, it's like, come on, man.
And the other one is Asperger's.
Yeah, I'll tell you why that's a horrible thing, because most likely the kid is just a little quirky. There's something's different about him.
Yeah.
But now you tell him he has that, and now you've done one of two things. You've either given him a reason to lose all confidence.
Yes.
And make it impossible to believe in himself, because you just convinced him there's something wrong with him he can't do anything about. Or you've just given him an excuse to do absolutely nothing his whole fucking life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What you're doing is you're saying you're giving that kid a complex.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro.
When if you're a little quirky, maybe you grow up to be Jim Carrey,
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. If Jim Carrey just popped on the scene like 4 years ago, they'd be saying he's severely autistic. That's why it's a good fucking example, bro. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy. Like,
I was thinking in my head, I'm like, autism
used to be autistic or not autistic. Now there's a spectrum. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Basically, you could be just a little, there could be something about you that just doesn't seem right. You're autistic.
Yeah.
Or you could be severely autistic. You're at the other end of the spectrum. You're severely autistic. It's like,
Mhm.
come on, man. How about some people are just different? How about that? Like, listen, I know of kids that have been diagnosed with autism, and I'm telling you,
Oh,
these
yeah.
are kids that have nothing fucking wrong with them. They have nothing wrong with them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They like they'll just find something. I saw a guy who was like 50 something years old. I believe he was some sort of celebrity. And he said that he noticed all these different things about himself later in life. And he went to
Yeah.
get tested and found out he was autistic.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're not. Okay, come on.
Have you ever taken those little tests online? Like,
No, fuck no.
I do it for fun. I mean, if I see it.
Oh, boss trying to find out if he's autistic.
No, I just
Well,
do it
brother,
for
I don't
fun.
know. You might be. I don't know.
I mean, I could be a little. I can tell you this: when
Uh,
I was in what is it, middle
That's
school?
right, Bobby. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in middle school, I had like a hard time, I guess, paying attention. But what kid doesn't, you
Yeah, I
know?
know.
And
Exactly.
I was like a class clown type of kid, you know. And they threw me in this. They don't do it anymore, but they threw me in this class that was called AC, Alternative Classroom. And it was like the bad kids were in there, and it was like maybe 8 of us, and like, but you were in there the entire year and you did nothing. You didn't do any reading, no math, no, you did no work at all. And it was a football coach who was like the teacher in there. But all it was, bro, is I was a kid who was like funny, but I was in there with kids that like to fight all day, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know where I'm going with this, but
No, I feel you.
but the point is that, you know, today, you know, they'll label everything.
Well, it's so funny because even in the 2000s, like Tony Soprano said it perfect when AJ kept getting in trouble. I forget
Yeah.
what they said was wrong. He had ADHD or something, and Tony went off about. Now, these days is you know. I forget what the exact words he said were, but
Bro.
basically it's disorder. It's dysfunction.
Yeah.
That it's the
Yeah.
truth.
I remember that scene vividly because I've watched The Sopranos like 80 times. But
yeah,
I remember that. And he was like, he was saying to the counselor what you said. He's like, what? I mean, he's like, what kid doesn't do this? He's like, what kids, you know? He's like, I don't want my kid not to be this way.
He fidgets. Remember, he said he fidgets.
He fidgets. Yes.
Like, you mean like he fidgets?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on,
like,
bro.
He fidgets. Okay.
It's crazy. That's what's going on now. It just makes me sick. It's so sad, honestly. Tony B, there was a family friend of mine. This is just another way. This is why people are softer now. They're just softer people because it's like, let's give everybody an excuse. Let's give everybody an excuse for something. You know what I mean? Why they are the way they are, why they act the way they act, why they're lazy, why they're this, why they're that. Let's give everybody an excuse and tell everybody it's not their fault. If they're addicted to drugs, if they're addicted to alcohol, let's tell them it's a disease. It's not their fault. You know, nothing's anybody's fault any fucking more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony B, there was a family friend of mine that lived in Nick's neighborhood. His name was Paulie, and he was off the wall. Nick told me that Paulie and those guys were looking to give him a beating one year. Oh, really? I'm not surprised. Matt, what's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Let me just read a couple of comments. That's why I don't hate on anyone for their views. I totally understand your reasoning, but personally, for me, I need that piece of a barrel of oil, the price of a barrel of oil to be high. No, I understand. Trust me, I understand. And everybody votes for their own personal reasons. You know, well, everybody's supposed to vote for their own personal reasons. You know, some people don't know how to vote until they're told. You know what I mean? Don't know who to vote for. They don't. You know, I could get further into that. There was something I saw last night that was great, but I'm trying to be good. Leave me alone. Bobby Barbarian, he did the salute more than once, so it wasn't a mistake. No, of course it was. And
not only did he do it more than once, he did it with vigor.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. He didn't do that shit. Like it's not like those people know that he did it for them. You know what I mean? It's just the same reason Trump used all the language he did. You know what I mean? Some of the things he would say, like Mexicans are poisoning the blood of our country. That's a direct quote from Hitler. You just got to change Mexicans to Jews. You know what I mean? That's
Wow.
like, and these people, these white supremacists that vote for him, they know this. They've read Mein Kampf. They've studied all this shit. They
Yeah,
know it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a dog whistle. It wasn't even a dog whistle. That was a blatant, what is it? Heil Hitler, whatever the fuck it is. It's exactly what it was, bro. It wasn't even a dog signal. It was right out in
Blatant.
the open. Yeah, blatant. Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, well, he just did it from his heart." No, if you're saying something from your heart, you put your hand over your chest and you do it gently.
Yeah,
You don't make a whole freaking. Come on, man.
Somebody actually said he was making a heart. Like this
Nah.
is a heart, a straight line. What about this? Would that be a heart? If Elon would have been like, "I love you all," but that's not what
Yeah.
he did. That's
Yeah.
not what he did. Trump pardon. Let's see. Let's import kids through immigration. Americans prefer having dogs over kids. What? My niece is autistic. It's easy. Asperger's just means on the spectrum. They shouldn't be giving out the Adderall so easy.
Oh,
No, of
yeah.
course not. Instant karma. Hey, it's so good to see you. It's called pigeonholing. Yep. You're just making the antisocial personality worse by putting that in their head. Okay,
Yes.
exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what you're doing.
So true.
Yeah. Let me see something. Michael Jameson, the government set black people back so far when they made the criteria to get all of the welfare money. You couldn't have a man in the house. In my opinion, there should be reparations for that crime. Reparations to black people, you mean? Let me see. Black people. Well, I agree with. I pretty much agree with that statement that they set black people back very far. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. They say she says ADHD and autism. Not true. They still do that in school. AE, alternative education. All you do is bake muffins all day. That's funny.
I wish we baked muffins.
Oh, yeah. AJ, you mean Tony B? When they were going to put him in military school? Yeah. Before you were either straight or gay, but there's a spectrum for homosexuality, too. Oh, there's a spectrum for everything.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we had F Troop. They read into children who are different too much. I doodled all day. They said I had ADHD. Also, I stopped doodling in class. End up graduating the class valedictorian 2 years later. Wow, look at that. All right, sorry, Matt. What's up, bro? How the fuck are you?
Yo, Matt.
we were fine. I was just listening.
Just
Sometimes I just go to a zone when I'm working too, so it's different.
That's a nice job you got. Your job is almost as good as my job.
It's not that nice.
Matt's always laying down doing his job. Fuck that. Your job is better than my job.
Right now, at the moment, it looks like that, but trust me.
This
kills your back.
Matt, you want to see a guy get divorced real quick? I'm going to go to Shanna tomorrow and say, baby, you know what? I was thinking about sticking with you two, but I'm tired of sitting up, baby. I want to fucking lay down while I do my job.
I want to lay down and work.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then Shanna's thinking, you motherfucker, I'm on my feet fucking 8 hours a fucking day. You know what I mean? I'm running around. And
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Help saving lives. And you're worried about sitting up, you cocksucking animal.
Hey, Matt, what is your job title?
It's not a title, dude.
Well, what is it that you do?
It's on call. It's on call tech. It's like an
on call tech support
for network. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And other things too, not
Yeah.
just tech support, ROM support, phone support. I fix phones.
Life support.
That would be great. But,
child support, yeah. Spousal support.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh shit. That's funny. Tech support. Did you already say tech support?
Yeah,
I think you did.
support.
Yeah, all right. God damn it. Oh yeah.
I got a Tony Pizza diss if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's hear it.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta get into my little pad here.
Anybody want to donate? We're an hour in. It's only 59 people, but that's okay. It only takes each person could donate just by yourself. You don't need a whole group.
Donate.
Emotional support. Yeah, there you go, Jesse or Bobby. I'm sorry, emotional support. Yeah. Go NYC. Is that like a geek squad for electronics and computers?
Oh.
I don't know. You have to ask Matt.
What was the question again? Can you go back to it?
I don't know. He just said, "Is that like a geek squad for
You moved
electronics and
back to the.
computers?"
Is Geek Squad up for electronics and computers? Well, yeah, that's what it is.
No, he said. No, hold on. He said, "Is that like a geek squad
Is
for
that
electric?"
like Geek Squad for
Oh,
electronics
it is.
and computers? Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
It's similar to it. I'm on call though, and they, you know, also like to email me, but whatever.
I could tell you're a fan of those emails.
Dude. It never stops. It's every day. It's
Jason
so
Mike
fun
Sell, you're.
All right, this is for Pizza. Pizza, you've been hiding for 5 days. Or 4 days. But you've been hiding. And you've been talking a lot of smack on your what is that called? That comment page? I don't know.
Yes. His comment section.
Comment section. So this is for you, sucker. All right.
There we go.
Yo, if you touch Leon again, I'm gonna break your jaw.
No, he's not. Defense,
He has to
officers, FBI.
He has to say that.
My local police.
I mean, beyond that, I mean,
because
we know
it's
what
just
we
a
know
rap.
what it
It's
is.
for entertainment purposes only. He's not going to hurt anybody. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If you touch Leon again, I'm gonna break your jaw, tie you to a bedpost, and crack your vertebrae. That's your back, you dumb fuck. No more luck. You just get annihilation for your fake incarcerations. My bloodline is real. You a fake made-up name. You're not Italian or even Maltese. We don't believe. You look like a Steve. I mean, Sean McCarthy. That's Irish as fuck. But even the Irish won't claim a sucker like you. FBS destroyed you 20 times over. So listen close to these lines. Exposing your fake ass like Joey Dimes. No more crimes. You did 23 days in the county. Now you hiding scared of baller. Cause I'm a shot caller. We got you stressed. Bow down to FBS.
Nice. I like the
That
end.
was
It's my
sweet.
favorite part.
That was
Hell
pretty
yeah.
sweet.
Thank you, Matt.
Let me see. Very good, buddy. Very good. Let me see some. It's all right. You go NYC. Oh, Bobby Barbarian. My bad. Thank you for that. $4.99. Yeah, I want to donate. I appreciate that, bro. I do. Pizza got a 90-day ban or some shit for a strike. Did he? Nice.
Good.
90 days.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope it's for one of the threats he made. The fucking cocksucking weirdo. I hope so because a lot of people struck him for that shit. Well,
Facts.
I say we're not going to stop until that motherfucker. Just channel after channel gets taken down.
Tony B.
Michael Mormile. Jesse, have you tried the grapefruits? Great for flu symptoms. How the fuck did you get back in here, Michael?
Isn't that Pizza's dude?
Yeah, I don't even know how. I don't know. Somehow Michael's here. I don't know. What can I say?
This can't be wrong.
Miss Can't Be. Oh my God, Miss Can't Be Wrong is here.
Yes.
Hey.
She said hello.
She's been here. I've probably been reading her comments and haven't even know. It didn't occur to me. It's late.
She has 2 comments so far that I see.
No, she got mad comments. Look, she's got fucking.
She's got some up top. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you just came in. Yeah. Because the first one was
It's not
Yizzo.
that many though.
Yeah, no, you're right. 8:47. So that's not right. It's 10:47. So 3 minutes ago. Okay. Well, hey, Miss Can't Be Wrong. And if you're watching, hello, Mr. Can't Be Wrong. Let me see. We ain't stopping like the Mace song.
Baby A.
Yeah.
Where's
She
Baby
wants
A
Matt
at?
to take it off. Who wants Matt to take it off? Kellyanne and Kamara aren't here, so.
Hey, is Baby A ever gonna come on?
I don't know. Is she here tonight? Where is she?
Yeah, she's in
I
here.
saw her. Yeah, I saw her. She made the comment about what did she say about? She said they changed things with welfare or something. Like there's a cap on how many kids.
Really?
Yeah. Where is it?
29 kids.
I don't know if that's true, but I hope it is. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Like people really do that shit, man. And it's not a color thing either. It's a welfare thing. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Certain people have decided that that's how they're going to live. You know what I mean? If you look at the number of white people on welfare, it's startling. So it's for the people who think it's just black people. It's not.
You're
Not by
so
any
right,
stretch of the
FPS. You're so
imagination.
right
No,
about that.
yeah, and just too many people do it. You know.
Yep.
I don't know. Like Baby A, it might be different now. Like she said, amateur historian. Did I see this? Thank you for the $3.99 super sticker. I don't think I put that up.
Nope.
What was I saying? Oh, the way it used to be, you know, it really was. The more food stamps you got, the more cash assistance you got. You know, every fucking thing. Like the more with the more kids you had. So it's bullshit, man. It's like when I find out somebody's having kids just for. Listen, I hate when somebody's having kids for any reason other than they want kids. I worked at a company once where the owner was loaded. Okay, he was making like 250 something grand a year. His wife was also the CEO of some company, making a fucking fortune, and they were partiers, they were drinkers. This motherfucker was drunk all the time, even at work. Okay, his name was George. I didn't like this motherfucker, and they had a little girl who was just a fucking doll. You know what I mean? Sweetheart of a kid.
Yeah.
And he used to bring her to work sometimes, and somehow we got in a conversation one day about kids, and he was like, I forget his wife's name, but he said that him and her, well, we did our party and we took cruises. We went on cruises. We traveled. You know, we had our fun and all that. But it comes a time where you're just supposed to have kids, and we already had all our fun. We had the house. We had the vehicles. We were well established. We felt like it was just the right thing to do. Like, in other words, it's like it's a societal, almost a status thing. Like all his friends, all his rich bitch friends, that's what they do.
They were having kids.
They party, they buy their homes, they get all established, and then okay, it's kid time. It's like, no, and you know what? The fucking both parents were fucking drunks. It's like, no, you shouldn't have had a fucking kid just because you felt like that was the next step in life. Like society has told you that that's the next step. No, you're supposed to have fucking kids because you want kids.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many kids in this world who aren't loved, bro. It makes me sick.
And it goes to show you that just because you have money doesn't mean you should be having kids.
No, bro.
You know, morons can have kids.
Bro, you could shower a kid with everything in the world they could ever possibly want, but if you don't give them attention and spend time with them, you know what I mean, and love them the way they're supposed to be loved, then you're a fucking scumbag, you know, and you're not doing the kid any favors.
So true.
Any kid in the world would rather go without anything and just have the love of his or her parents.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Than the other way around. So it just makes me sick, bro.
Yeah, you don't remember the toy your parent bought you. You remember a memory or a time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You remember a walk you took or some event you went to or some shit like that. You know, that's why with my daughter, listen, I did everything I could to give her everything she wanted, but I did everything with her. Zoos, aquariums, amusement fucking parks, you know, just taking walks, going to parks, just having fun. You know what I mean? Just having fun and in the snow, building snowmen and, you know, just anything I could do to spend quality time with her, because I knew eventually your kid's going to grow up and it's not going to be cool to be around mom or dad anymore, you know, and kids do change as they grow up. You know what I mean? It's like that little person you had goes away and now there's this new person, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Because you know they're going to be around for a while, and then after a certain amount of time, there's a whole new person. You know what I mean? It's like from the childhood to teens to adulthood. You know, it's just
what you're saying right now. You have no idea. It hits me so hard, bro. Because how you just explained it is exactly how I felt with my daughter. Is that it was like a new person each time. Like I remember. I think back to when she was 10, 11 years old. And then I think, you know, to now her being 21. And I'm like, she don't remember that person she was, but I do, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
No, go ahead.
No, it just, that really touched me because I never heard it explained like that, but that's exactly how I felt as a dad, you know?
Well, you know what? I wish I could take all credit for it. I mean, I always felt that way. I never knew how to verbalize it, but there was a thing with this is so funny because it was the guy from Married with Children that
Al Bundy.
He was. I don't know if it was a movie clip or what was it, but I just saw it on either TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram or something. He was at a dinner and he was given like a toast, and he gave that speech. He talked about how, you know, like everything changes, you know, and you have this little person that's like, you know, they have their own personality and they're so sweet and they do everything with you and you're their best friend, and then all of a sudden they go away and there's this new person. It's a teenager, and you know they start to you know pull away a little bit. They have friends and different shit like that going on, and then that person goes away, and now you got an adult. You know what I mean? And it's like it really it breaks your heart. It brought a tear to my eye when I heard it, because I think about my own daughter. You know, like I would give anything in this world to go back to when she was like 7 or 8 years old and just have another day with her.
Me too,
you know?
man. Me too. And you know what? It's funny because when that happens, you as a parent, and you had a similar situation as me. I wasn't with my baby mama, you know, so the time that I spent with her was really valuable to me.
Oh yeah.
You know, so, and I did the same things as you. Like we always went to SeaWorld. We always went. I made sure that she had whatever she wanted, she got. And you know, other family members would say I was spoiling her, but to me, she wasn't. She didn't act like a spoiled child. She was always respectful. She was always, because that's what I taught her. You know.
Sometimes it catches up later in life, though.
I think it's catching up to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, you know, sometimes if you, I don't know, if you do spoil a kid, like I always said it like this: if you raise a little girl, for example, to be a princess, eventually she'll grow up and think she is one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's got to be a balance there. You know, there's got to be a balance. But
I agree.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy the way life moves on, you know, and things change. And
I'm gonna try to find that clip. His name is Ed O'Neill.
Yeah, Ed O'Neill. Let me
Ed
see if I
O'Neill,
can
yeah.
find it real quick. It was the best fucking thing, man. It hit home a lot, man.
Oh,
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, see, I was with my daughter's mom. We were together until my daughter was 7.
Okay.
And then things happened, you know, and once we figured out custody and I had equal custody, we had week on, week off.
Yep.
I made it, and I was always like that, even with her mom. Like, you know, I would fucking come home from work and say, let's go to Hershey Park, or let's go to Ocean City for the weekend, or Wildwater. You know what I mean? Like, I was always like that. But when it was just me and my daughter, then, you know what I mean? It was even more so important. Like, I planned a big trip for my daughter for Disney World, and my mom was practically begging me to come along. She wanted to go because she loved my daughter more than anything, and she's a little girl, and she wanted to be able to share that experience. And I said, Mom, no offense, I love you to death, and you're a great grandmother, but this is something me and her got to do. Me and her mother just broke up. You know what I mean? Not long before, and this is something I want to have some time just with her. You know what I mean? So, and it was a long trip we were taking, and it was like, that's how I wanted it to be. And I made sure, man, every fucking single weekend, we were doing shit. I would fucking, bro, I got off work. One night I got off work. I was at work, third shift, and I was thinking about Ocean City. I was like, we were going to Disney World in a couple of months. I just told Shannon this story. And I was like, maybe we'll go to the beach. Even without, you know, knowing that I worked all night, I wanted to have something for us to do. I didn't want to sleep my day away. It was my time with her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I went home that morning, and I said to my daughter, I woke her up and I said, how would you like to go hunt for seashells today? And she looked, her eyes got all big, you know what I mean? And we went to Ocean City just for the weekend, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, it was just so much fun, man. I spent every second I could with her. You know what I mean?
Ocean City? Ocean City is definitely a place I love. I love that place.
Well, for me, it's Wildwood, you know, but things, I don't know. Yeah, it got, I don't know. We started going later on, maybe like I said, when my daughter was around, 7, 8 years old, we would go to Ocean City every now and then, but we didn't even go for Ocean City. We would go for Assateague Island.
What's that, FPS?
That's a fucking island full of wild ponies.
And where is this, in Jersey?
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
It's like right outside Ocean City.
Wild ponies. Wow.
Just wild ponies running around. It's the craziest shit you
I
ever
can
saw.
imagine a little girl loving that.
But me and Shanna did like 4 or 5 videos from there towards the beginning of this whole MobTube thing. We would go
Wow.
and we'd be following the fucking ponies around and walking over to them. I got the funniest video where a fucking pony kicked Shanna right in her ass. It's one of the funniest things. Oh my god, the funniest fucking thing ever, bro.
Those things must kick hard though.
Yeah, I was the type of dad I would. Oh, they do, bro. She didn't. Luckily, she didn't get kicked hard. But
yeah,
I used to just sit around for fucking hours or be at work and be on my fucking phone. I would just be trying to find out what can we do that's different that we haven't already done, And I would always find cool shit, even if we had to travel.
Dude,
So,
I'm not even lying. That's exactly how I was, bro. The same way as you.
Yeah.
Is that I would always try to find something. They had something over here. They had something in Orlando. It's called the Orlando Science Center.
Yeah.
And it was just a paradise for a kid. I mean, they had like this cinematic movie room that the movie was over like a dome. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they had exhibits like dinosaur exhibits, like exhibits of the human body. Well, she didn't like that one too much, but like
they have something like that in Inner
yeah.
Harbor in Baltimore.
Yeah. And I always made sure of that we had something to do, just the same thing. I never wanted her to go back to her mom. And when her mom asked her, what did you and your dad do? I wanted her to say a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I was just telling Shannon the other day, like me and my daughter barely ever even watched TV together. We were always doing something. You know what I mean?
Great.
Like, we would watch movies together and stuff. But we didn't sit around all day and watch TV. You know what I mean? We just didn't, So every day after school, it was like a tradition. Every day after school, we took a walk. It was just,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't want to, I had a lot of regrets in my life already, and I never wanted to live with the regret of knowing that I wasted time with her. Never.
And you know what? You know what's great about that is that you were actually in the moment and that you realized that. A lot of people don't.
Oh my God. I used to say to her mother all the time, like, because I was always taking my daughter on trips. And of course, sometimes it would upset her mother because it's like, my daughter's always traveling and, it's shit like that. And I used to tell her, there is going to come a day when it's not cool to be around Dad anymore. You know what I mean? And that day could be right around the fucking corner.
Yeah.
So while me and her are still best friends,
you
know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that we spend every fucking second together doing something. We're gonna have quality time together. That's it. We're gonna be doing something. No sitting around. None of that bullshit.
I was always a parent that was like, TV is not gonna raise my child. So
absolutely, bro, without a doubt. Jesse Roth 199. I love baller. Look at that. Thank you, Jesse.
Ooh, love you too, Jess.
Look at that. Love connection in the Chizat. People have kids just cause. That shit is sad. It is. It's sad, Fat Bald-Sicilian, real talk, being a father to my son is where I derive my manhood from. Yeah, and you got to understand, my dad was abusive as a motherfucker, man. I mean, the shit he said and did to me and my brother was fucking... It was soul crushing. Yeah. And I don't blame my actions on anybody, but I was literally raised to be a fucking criminal. Like my dad, not only did he raise me on mob stories and crime and mob movies and all this shit, but he fucking would tell me as a child that I'm not going to be shit. I'm going to be a criminal. I'm going to be a high school dropout. I'm going to end up in jail.
Geez,
that's what he would tell me all the fucking time. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, that's horrible.
My brother was a kid that was constantly in and out of juvenile detention centers and fucking every type of psych ward, and he was a bad kid, stealing cars, doing all types of crazy shit. And my dad told me I'm going to be exactly like him. That's what he told me my whole childhood.
Do you have a relationship with your dad now?
No, I'll talk to you about it in private sometime. But no, I haven't seen him or heard his voice in years and years and years. I'll just real quick, just basic shit. He left when I was about 14 or 15, and I didn't see him again until I was about 32 years old.
Oh,
and,
bro.
We I guess you could say, I don't know, reunited maybe for a couple of years, and it went bad, and I haven't seen him or heard from him since.
So,
yeah. So But my goal was, because of
similar.
that, my goal was to do everything exactly the opposite of what he did as a father, and that's what I did.
Facts. Yep. Yep.
That's what's up, Jason. Enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, my dad left when I was like 3 years old, and then I met him when I was 15. And
oh wow,
didn't
Jordan
go well.
Canada, real quick, well, Jordan Canada, where'd
Yeah.
you see him? Where was you talking about pizza? Where was he if his channel struck? Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, and then I met him when I was 15. That didn't go well, and then he came to my first college basketball game, and he was in the audience, and it was weird because it was like my mom was there and like my rest of my family was there, but I felt like I didn't know him at all. So it was
Yeah.
weird.
It had to have been, I'm sure.
But we speak now here and there, but nothing like I would want it to be. And I was the same as you. Like I always said to myself, if I ever become a father, I'm gonna make sure that I'm the opposite of what he was.
Yeah. Well, that's all you can do, man. You know, you don't want to repeat those mistakes, man.
Well, he went on to have 7 other kids.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's quite.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, bang, bang, bang.
That's it. Bang, bang.
Wesley said Acetique is awesome. Jason's laughing. He said wild ponies. That's what it is. It's literally filled with wild ponies. It's the craziest shit ever.
I want to
And they're
see that
fucking-
shit.
Because of the salt water, their growth got all stunted, so they're like short and stubby. They're the funniest looking motherfuckers on the planet. It's just hilarious.
Yo, I gotta go there, bro. That
I got a
sounds great.
picture of my daughter that day where I asked her about hunting for seashells. That day we went to Ocean City. I took her to Assateague, and on the way there's these beach stores all over Maryland. I forget what they're called, or all over Ocean City. I bought her this little pony, and while we were like a stuffed pony, while we were like, because you could walk all through like this desolate area on Assateague Island where these puppies are, like away from the beach. And we saw a pony that was very similar to this pony she was holding. And when we got close enough to it, I said, okay, we got to back up because, you know, he could kick, God forbid he kicks my daughter or something. So I told her, come on, we got to get away. We got to get away. We're too close. And I got this picture of her with the pony in her hand like this, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's running away, and the fucking pony, the actual pony, is right behind her. It's the funniest looking fucking picture, man. I cherish that.
That's
fucking
great,
picture.
man.
Yeah, bro.
That's hilarious.
Isn't it great to look back at pictures, bro? Like actual pictures?
Yeah, that's the one thing I did right, man, is I kept fucking
Hell yeah.
every fucking picture.
A lot of stuff, then.
Yeah, man.
Yo, FPS, I'm dying here. Baby A said, I'm on the phone, so Avatar is small, but is that Bala shirtless?
Oh my god.
No, that's
That
a
would be
picture of a
hilarious.
dwarf.
Yeah, hold on. I just got something, guys. Bear with me.
Or a midget. Matt, what time you work till?
Oh,
You work overnight?
I have the flu right now. But
Oh,
yeah,
damn, man.
I'm just like dead.
You in the middle of the flu, or is it ending, or what?
It's in the middle. I'm freezing.
I just saw something that's very disturbing. I'm trying to find out if it is what I think it is. But
What is it?
I'm not going to say just yet because I could be wrong. But go NYC. Quality time doesn't have to be about spending money on them all the time. I only have Saturday off. Saturday is for my son. Saturday Eve is for wifey. The price I pay for starting a family young. LOL. No, but listen, still, you know, and I agree. I was. If you think I was trying to say I wasn't, I was just saying that we did a lot of stuff together because if you're out with your child, you're with your child. You're holding their hand, you know, you're walking around somewhere, you're talking, you're laughing, you're having fun, you know. Too often when you're at home, the kid is in their room, you're in the living room or in your bedroom, you know what I mean? It's like or you're watching TV silently. So I just loved going play. Plus, I can't sit still. Anybody, you could ask anybody on here who's been here since day one. I'm always. The last year has been the least traveling me and Shannon did and stuff, and there's a whole lot of reasons for that, but mainly Shannon's schedule. But bro, my first couple of years on here, I was always somewhere else. I was in Ocean City, I was in Wildwood, I was at Belmar Beach, I was in Camden, New Jersey, I was in Baltimore, I was in fucking Florida. You know, I was always somewhere. That's how I am. I don't like staying in one place for too long, and I don't like sitting around. So it was perfect for me with my daughter. It was like, it wasn't a chore. Like for a lot of parents, it's like, oh, I just want to relax at home and have a day off, but I guess I'll take her somewhere. Now, for me, it was like, that was my life. I would take my daughter I took her to Wildwood one time, right after I got off work. I went with a girlfriend. I didn't drive because I would have fucking killed us all. I was so fucking tired. But we wound up spending the night. I stayed awake the entire fucking day. I was awake from 6 o'clock one night until about 11 o'clock the next night. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I just wanted to spend time with her. So I'm on a phone. And that's the thing, you know, my daughter will always have those memories, even if something happens to me. You know, she won't be able to say my dad ignored me or my dad wasn't there for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
never, no matter what.
And that's the whole key to it all. That's why you do it, because you love them and because you want them to remember.
Yep, absolutely. It's more about memories for them, you know?
Yeah.
It is. Jason, yeah, we do, man. Same here, FBS. My pops had me on them corners with him at 2 years old in the projects, damn near has missed my whole life. He's done almost 40 years in prison. I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
So, Jordan, yeah, you lived a rough life, man, you know? And again, you're raised to be a criminal. For real.
Hey, is Matt okay over there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
He's chilling. That's what Matt does. He just hangs out when he comes out.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad, Matt.
Michael Hensley.
I'm just trying to take a little time while I can.
I got you.
Yeah. Michael Hensley, my dad is manic depressive, put us through hell when I was young. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I really am. That's terrible. That manic depressive, that's tough.
That's rough.
Yeah. My dad was setting up franchises all over the country. You serious?
Really?
Sorry to hear that. I would never leave my son. I work hard and I'm working on my master's. I make quality time for him. I go to all his basketball games, sometimes have to go back to work afterwards. Well, you're a good father then, you know?
That's what's up.
That's the best thing a man could be in this world.
Yep.
You know, if you're a good father, I don't give a fuck if I despise you. I got respect for you. You know, that's it. If you're a deadbeat dad, you're the lowest form of scumbag in the world to me. You know, that's
lowest.
When I go out with my kid, he's on my hip at all times. He has to tell me to let his hand go. Yeah. Yeah. Good part about starting a family young is in the twilight, you spend a good amount of time with grandkids, making sure they're being looked after. Yeah, I hope to have that in my life one day. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but hopefully a long time. Yeah, but it was hard. My dad helped a little. Detroit upset. I got to be a man inside and outside of the bedroom.
Huh?
What?
I didn't get that one.
I don't know. Darn voice. Dad straight up said, okay, wait a minute. Dad straight up said, I got to be a man inside, outside of the bedroom. Is that what you meant? I still don't get it. I'm sorry. Go NYC. My real father was a jerk. My stepdad is the best. Well, it's good you got somebody, you know, like that. Yeah. Let me tell you something. My dad was the greatest gift he ever gave me was leaving.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, people, you know, would treat me like some sort of victim when he left. I'm so sorry, you know. It's like, what do you mean? It was a fucking hell on earth my entire life. You know what I mean? I used to hide in my closet because of the screaming and the fighting. And
man.
Him punching through walls and breaking everything in the fucking house. Bro, my communion, we were in Queens still. My fucking communion, bro. He destroyed every fucking thing. I'm talking about he flipped over a china fucking cabinet. He broke the pictures, family pictures, you know, that were in frames. He shattered the glass. He was breaking the fucking pictures on the fucking floor. I mean, he destroyed the furniture, everything. He just went on a rampage through the whole fucking house. And then he disappeared for 3 days.
You must have been living on eggshells as a kid.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
That's horrible.
Bro, my mom will tell you, I was fucking terrified in my house all the time. So was she.
Damn,
that's why, you know, she got to the point where there was no way he was living there any fucking more. She
Yeah.
got tired of the stuff he was saying and doing to me, and you know what he had already done to my brother. That was it. But yeah, it was terrible. Go NYC. I had to be a man inside and outside of the bedroom. I made the baby. Now I got to go support it. Gotcha. I didn't know what you meant.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, but listen, a lot of people had it a lot worse than I fucking did. You know, I took a lot of verbal abuse. My brother took some physical abuse, and some people out there, I mean, the shit that happened to kids, you don't even want to think about, you know?
No.
But I learned, like, from my dad that the worst thing you could ever tell a child is that they're bad.
Yeah.
You never want to tell a child they're bad. Tell them they're being bad. Don't tell them they are bad. Okay, because that sticks with them. My daughter had a little friend named Michael. It broke my fucking heart. He was crying one day. He was at our house and he was just crying hysterical. And I asked him what was wrong. He might have been 7 years old at the time. And he said that the teacher screamed at him and told him what a bad kid he is. And he's crying, saying, "I don't want to be bad. I want to be good."
Damn.
Bro, I wanted to go fucking ballistic on this fucking teacher, but that's his parents. It's their, you know what I mean? It's not my place. It's not my kid.
Yeah.
But if somebody would have said something like that to my daughter, I would have probably set the classroom on fire. I felt
yeah.
and I told this kid, and I told him every time I saw him after that, "You are not a bad kid. Remember that. You're a good kid. You're a great kid. I've known you since you were little. You could be any fucking thing you want to be in life. And anybody who tells you you're bad is a piece of shit." I didn't care about the language. It's exactly what I told him. You're not a bad kid. There's no bad kids. Kids aren't
totally
born
agree with
bad. You know what I mean? So, and because of the way I was always told I wasn't going to be shit, I always made sure my daughter knew that anything within reason. You can't be a fucking, like my daughter at one point wanted to be a cat. Well, you can't be a cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, if you wanted to be the president, if you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, anything you want to be, if you work hard enough, you can be that. Don't
You
let
can do
anybody
it.
tell
That's
you you
right.
can't. Yeah,
That's right.
it. Always positive reinforcement, always positive reinforcement. My dad was a piece of shit too. He broke me and my sister's bedroom door down because we were giggling in the room. Always beat up my mom and screamed and yelled constantly.
Jesus.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, I've been there.
Dude.
That is rough.
Verbal abuse can be worse than physical, but yeah, that was my dad. I mean, I told Shanna a story the other day. I mean, I might have even told it on here before. This was in like the early 90s. My dad bought my mom bought a VCR cabinet, just for cassettes, just one of those wooden things with two doors. And it was $20. And she came home with it. And my fucking dad threw it through the wall, went fucking berserk. Yeah. He took it out of the box, picked it up, and threw it through the fucking wall like a maniac because she spent $20.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'll never forget shit like that. You know what I mean?
Was your dad, did your dad use drugs or
my dad
drink?
Never in his life. He would drink maybe once a year. I mean,
Really?
one time, the only time I ever saw my dad drunk is my brother at one point in probably 1990 or 91, maybe. He had gotten jumped and he was beat half to death. All his ribs were broken. Both of his lungs were punctured. His nose was broken. His eye socket, his cheekbones. No. My brother got jumped by some guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They were trying to rob him, and they wound up. I mean, they did a lot of bad shit to him. I'm not even gonna get into because it's his business. But I'm talking about injuries and stuff that lasted him a lifetime.
Holy shit!
They were kicking him in his balls while he was unconscious. He got nerve damage in his ball. I mean, all types. All types of shit. And my dad, that night, I went in his office and he had a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he was fucking drinking himself, crazy. And he wound up leaving the house and he went to where one of these kids lived.
Oh shit!
And the cops were already there, luckily, because my dad was going to kill that motherfucker. He got out of the car. He ran right for the guy. The cops tackled him. You know what I mean? They wouldn't let him drive home. They told him, lay off the sauce. They drove him home. They told him, you know, you can't do this. We'll take care of it. But my dad was going to kill one of those motherfuckers. That's the only time I ever
I don't
saw him
blame him.
drunk. He would drink every now and then, and it was always just a beer. He'd have a
Yeah.
beer every now and then. My mom, too. My mom likes to taste the cold beer. So, like once a year, once on an occasion, maybe she'd have a couple of sips, not even a whole beer.
Yeah.
You know, so no, he was a madman. You know, my grandfather was a lunatic. My grandfather was the guy that was with Fritzy. He was a
Oh,
bookie.
wow.
You know, he was a mob guy, and he was a maniac, very violent person. And that's how my dad was. My dad was extremely violent, bro.
So just
Extremely.
a lot of rage.
A lot of rage, bro. A lot of rage. And everybody in his family felt it. You know, throughout his lifetime.
Oh yeah, that's how it
know?
is. That's who's affected, the family.
My dad could fucking, with a couple of words, you know, make you feel this big. You know what I mean? Crush your soul. I mean, every fucking dream I ever had, he crushed. Bro, I remember
Jeez,
when I
man.
wanted to be a DJ so bad. I wanted to be a DJ since I was 6 years old. My brother had a little rack system with a turntable
Oh,
on
man.
top. The little record player. I used to go in there and try to scratch the records, you know.
Oh,
Jam
yeah.
Master J, Run DMC. Like, I was into all this
Hell
shit.
yeah.
And I wanted to be like these DJs, Kid Capri and stuff. And
Kid Capri.
when I was like maybe 13, my mom got me these two turntables from a yard sale. They probably cost like $5 each.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as she came home with them, my
broke 'em.
dad burst into my fucking room and started telling me how I'm out of my fucking mind. I'm never going to be anything. He told me every reason why this wouldn't work. He would just, you
Damn,
don't understand.
bro.
People are gonna spill drinks on your equipment. You're gonna ruin your records. Things are gonna get stolen. Anything he could say to talk me out of doing it, you know, or to make me feel like I can't do it. You know, like
He was not a good person.
Oh my God, bro, the things he would say, and you lose hope. You know, it's like, is there
Yeah.
anything I could do? Because everything I want to do, he's telling me I can't do, and he's your father, so it's like you think he's right. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's why, you know, I worked so hard to become a DJ, and I made a fucking fortune doing it. And
Well, that's why you're such a good DJ. Is
Oh,
because
yeah.
You were told, no, you can't do this.
Oh.
You can't be this. And you were like, nah. You're like,
the worst
watch
thing
this
you could
shit.
do to me is tell me I can't do something. Watch what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it. He told me every reason in the book why I can't or I shouldn't want to. You know what I mean? And it's like, motherfucker, man. He did the same thing with my brother. It's like, he was the dream crusher. That's what we used to call him.
Oh shit.
The dream crusher.
Dream crusher. That woke Matt up.
Yeah.
The dream crusher.
I seek to reverse the trend. Yeah, you should, Jason. There's always someone who got it worse in life. That's the truth. Always, bro. Always. I think of kids who were molested, kids who were beaten, you know, everything else. I mean, kids who had to sit there and watch their mothers beaten in front of them and everything else. I mean, anyway, listen, guys. Hep C. Here's Johnny Mac. Maybe you should be a good example for your stepson and stop smoking in the house and stop having YT beefs and calling people out so he doesn't have to be around that and get a job to be a role model. Wrong.
Is that Johnny Mac?
I don't know. It's Hep C. It's somebody pretending to be him. You should get off my dick. You know what I mean? And if you have a fucking kid, let him see you go out and make something of yourself rather than, you know, letting him see you sweat another man, you faggot. You know what I mean? That's what you should do, you fucking loser.
Fucking pole smoker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking fudge packer.
Yeah. Meanwhile, will Hep C tell us his name? Not in a million fucking years because he's a coward. Anyway, guys, I got to get going. By the way, my stepson thinks it's the most awesome thing in the world that I'm a YouTuber, and he loves how much money I make, just like everybody else in my family. So, anyway, thank you guys for coming on. I got to get going. I don't make money on these night shows, really, so I don't want to stay on here for fucking ever.
Peace.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Peace. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
See you next time. Get some sleep.
Oh, God. Take care.
All right, guys. Yeah, that veered off into something I didn't expect it to veer off into. My apologies. But anyway, I got to get going. I don't want to be on here too late. These night shows are proving to be pointless. Nobody's donating on the night shows, guys. Come on, man. Hook it up. All right, I got to go. I'm going to take this video down. I love you all. And until next time, salute.